Morning, everyone. How's it going? I saw somebody say RNVA in the chat. I'm gonna die. God, don't ever doubt the accuracy of my science. I swear to God, if anybody ever doubts the accuracy of my science, oh, for Christ's sakes, RNVA. My bank is the biggest meme of 2021. I mean, it's not their fault. They've got protocols to follow, but it's just like, it's such a meme at this point. Yeah, this is so stupid. How we can call this thing out like this, like freaking fortune tellers, man. I swear to God. Oh, this is the biggest meme of 2021. Cotton not being able to buy Renova. Started it, he can't buy it. God, I hope this thing flies. I can just shove the biggest, fattest. You guys are donkeys for trading Wall Street bets video in the world out. Pretty crazy how we marked out all of this before it happened, hey guys? Pretty crazy. Mind you, we should just toss our indicators on. They'd make us much better traders. There we go. Going to casually leave that there, walk away, go back to our house drawing, and good morning. And people say there's no money to be made in the stock markets because it's all crypto. Yeah, right. And this isn't money you have to run through 50 exchanges too. Man, Anthony, I hope you just held that sucker forever. Didn't sell. No, it's Austin who's holding it. Well, Austin's going to wake up with a smile on his face. What's up, Rush? Earl, what's up? Afternoon from the UK. Hey, Moose. Florida. Who's going on Florida? Minus 32 in the prairies. I'm glad I moved out of the prairies, dude. I cannot handle that. Let's see what the temperature is where I live. Because I can't handle the cold anymore. It's actually pretty cold where I live today. Holy crap, it's minus 15. What the hell? Oh, but isn't Canada in some kind of polar vortex right now where we have ridiculously minus 16 right now? But it's going to be minus 5 today, so that's pretty cold. Yeah, we're in like a polar vortex in Canada right now, apparently, where it's ultra cold. Plus 22 in Florida. Nice, dude. For the most part, it's like plus 5 where I lived. Like yesterday, it was like plus 7, and the day before that, it was like plus 6. Which is good for Canadian winters, mind you. This channel's your daily meditation. That's good, dude. Channel's changing in like a week. We're doing a new schedule starting Monday. We've got a whole new restructuring of the morning stream coming, so it's cool. Ave down? Is Ave down dying or what? I put my thoughts about ETFs in the live trading chat in my Discord today, and what I'd be looking for. Those guys get the sauce. Hey Cage, what's up, dude? Forget Renova. Here to see how the cabin is working out. It's well, it's going. Renova is such a troll. BTC looks ready to take another move up. I agree. It does. Love from India. Love to India, my dude. What's up? House method's good, man. For trading stocks, I use my bank, Tony. I have a video on it. 2 Celsius in Ireland today. Why'd you leave Sunny Ozzy? I don't know, man. What's up, Bezgin? Final Future of Trading comes out tomorrow. Feels good to stretch. Morning stretch. Feeling good. The cat stretch. Yeah, Final Future of Trading comes out tomorrow. Long journey on that Future of Trading series. I don't even know how many videos there are. I think there's about 115 now. The last one comes out tomorrow, so yeah, tomorrow's a good day because my God, should have shorted Doge. Yeah, Doge. What? Doge is dying. Dogers. Let's see. No, I mean it's still pretty high up in price. Bitcoin's not done yet, man. Just hold on to your shorts. No pun intended. What is Bart Simpson, eat my shorts? Yeah, eat my shorts. That's what our hashtag is going to be. I bet you that starts trending, eat my shorts by Bart Simpson, when the markets start dumping. But Twitter is just memey enough plus slow enough in terms of like old school relevance. Like Friends was trending on Twitter lately. So what next? Simpsons, eat my shorts. People are going to be posting their shorts. We'll start it up. We'll make it a thing. What's that level doing, Mark, there in the chart? Secret level. You have to watch yesterday's stream to understand that level. When is the release of Remastered? I'm starting recording it today, actually, Earl. Nice question. Dude, perfect timing on that. 10 out of 10 timing. Yeah, timing God in the chat. Yeah, it's just starting today, recording today. No difference, Pickles. They are the same videos. FOT is 24 hours? Holy God, that's a lot of content. FOT last upcoming 2 videos are in different playlists. Did I actually make a mistake? I might have put them in the wrong. Good call, Sixpack. I might have put them in the wrong playlist, dude. Thank you so much. Thanks for all your hard work. Lots more to come. Lots. Let's double check these last 2 FOT videos. See if you're onto something or if you're just memeing. That one is good. Okay, dude. Meme achieved, man. Nice one. Oh, you're right. Aha. This one's fixed. Good stuff, man. And tomorrow's video, I guess, is what you're saying? Oh, nice one, dude. You are actually right. Tomorrow's video and today's video. The last 2 videos. That's a huge call out. Big save. Nice one, dude. Thank you. Damn, you're so excited. Watching almost a week now on the newbie course. Well, the new course is going to be much better. I've been rewatching the courses. I'm like, holy crap. These are really long. So, oh, yeah, the remastered is going to be really nice. I'm really looking forward to that. FOT is incredible. Nice to watch 20-minute video and come out feeling like you know more. Yeah, FOT is awesome, dude. Like, okay to share my channel on different YouTube platforms to promote, like just sharing the channel link. Is that what you're asking me? Like just posting a channel link in other channels? You can post my channel link. That's fine. There's always levels, Gulliam. How can you tell which way price will break? You're starting to get into. Oh, by the way, thanks for the $5, Bezgin, man. Thank you so much, dude. It didn't go unnoticed. Don't worry. How can you tell which way price is going to break? You start to get into deeper moments of technical analysis. Obviously, you know, when let's draw a wedge. Oh God, it's been so long since I've done triangles and wedges. Okay, let's draw a wedge. So yeah, okay, I don't know, do something like this. So obviously when you're in like one of these wedges or something, there's trying to line this thing up nice. you're in kind of like one of these wedges or something like this, or wherever you want to put your wedge. I don't know. You put it like this, okay, that's fine. You put a wedge like this or something like that. No, you would keep it where it is. Cotton, what are you doing, man? Get more coffee. Pull yourself together, my dude. So you're in a wedge like this. Wait, but you want to know? Okay, this is horrible. Let's go to this because this would have actually already happened, right? Okay, let's go to this. Okay. Because wedges are just trends, right? Like wedges are just trends. But the nice thing about a wedge is when you're a new trader, it allows you to see trends, right? So you can kind of see these trends like this, and you can see trends. So first off, wedges are just trends. Second off, to understand which way they're going to break. So you're like, oh, you're kind of like at this moment right here where you're in a wedge and it's like testing both sides of the trend, which is the wedge, right? You're in both sides of this thing. It's like, oh, which way is it going to break? This is like a deeper criteria of knowledge. This is not something that can be seen with FOT. This is more of like you're starting to get into the realm of like higher level trading, because then you're picking the moments that are going to break out, right? But that doesn't mean that there's a trade that exists on breaking this wedge up here, because once this wedge breaks, the trade's already kind of gone. Like so what? You enter like right here, and then that's fine. Like you already entered like 2% higher than it needed to be, which could just fail off this part of it, making the wedge go like this, right? So the trick is not to like understand where the wedge breaks out. The trick is to understand where the entry points are prior to the wedge breaking out, because like any one of these could be like failure in the move. Just because this breaks up, you could justify a buy at every break of this wedge, right? Like you could say, oh, I buy here, but then really the trade exists down here, and you can get out in profits before failure happens if you understand how to see those things. So yeah, you're getting into a much deeper criteria. I don't think with FOT you can see that. What do I think about Tesla investing in BTC? So they said they invested at back at 10K. It's like, yeah, show me the news, I'll show you the chart. Like we were loading up 100x longs down at 10.5. So I don't know. I don't think much about it. I think it's just kind of like, yeah, like I don't know. Spaceman trying to make space money. That's pretty much as far as my brain goes with that. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Let's create some conversation about it. What do you guys think about it? You guys tell me what you think, and I'll weigh in my opinion, because I don't think much. I think Spaceman trying to create space money. That's kind of how I sum it up. Well, it's not a bad thing. Elon Musk is a goddamn genius. So I mean, if he wants a currency that's going to work in space, I mean, Bitcoin would be a good one to work in space. I should have put that for my stream title. Spaceman wants space money. Damn, too late. Let's change it. All eyes on BTC. We're changing it. Spaceman wants space money. Spaceman wants space money. Replace space with spice. Oh boy, that's a different story altogether. Spaceman wants space money. Yeah, I don't know. He wants a currency that's, primarily working space. I don't know. Like, my take on it is that, it was a good buy down at 10.5. That would be a good sell soon, right? Like that's my kind of take on it. Like, obviously Elon Musk isn't the person who is charting these things and saying, here's a good one. He's got a team of people that he works with. I get asked to advise on these types of projects often, right? Where it's like he has a team of like really, really the best day traders. You're talking about $1.5 billion. You spend, 25 million or $30 million on a day trader until you tell them like, hey man, you got to really make this work. Like if it works, here's your bonus, right? You got like 25 million or 10% or whatever the gains are. So I need you on your best game to make the right decisions, right? So it's not Elon Musk who makes this decision. He just writes the check to pay the person who made that decision. And the long's down at 10.5. Like we did that in Road to 1 million. 10.5 was like the level to buy. And yeah, it popped. And now we're up at 50K almost. So like, yeah, this has already happened. It's in their fiscal reportings now, right? Like it's in their fiscal reportings now because they have to do that due to transparency, tax reasons and such, right? And yeah, great investment by by Spaceman. Makes sense now why 10,000 wouldn't break when you've got $1.5 billion. What is that, like 150,000 Bitcoin or something like that? $1.5 billion of the Bitcoin holding up the price from just one person, let alone everybody else who wants to buy at 10.5. Like, makes sense. Makes sense why this thing just kept laddering. Big institutional money is forcing a ladder on the chart. Like, makes sense. From a technical analysis standpoint, it makes total sense. Like, we, again, you rewind this back to like Road to 1 million, and we were loading longs at 10.5, like it was going out of style, and we actually caught 99.03 to the dollar. So there was a dump here that was like 99.03, and we caught this one like to the dollar, and et cetera, and now you've got all this money propping it up. Like, it makes sense now how like these ladders are formed. And looking back at the play of an institution, it's kind of like normal. I don't know what the hell these are. Trading views so bonked. I think this was our house stuff. I don't know what the hell these are. They're bonked. Oh shit, that might be I think this is our house one. Is this our house one, or is this just some like weird trend I moved out of the way? I think that's our house one, I think. Yeah, anyways, okay, that's our house trend. Yeah, looking back at it, it makes total sense why this thing continued its ladder, but it was like super obvious that this thing was just going to break out. Like, it's such an ABC play on this chart, it's not even funny. Yeah, Elon Musk, if I had to take a guess, he probably wants something that's going to work for the future of his endeavors, right? Something where, like, I don't think Tesla accepting Bitcoin as a payment is any news, because, like, let's be honest, Tesla's kind of a joke of a car. They're kind of like what you. I'm sorry if there's any Tesla owners in the chat. I love Tesla. This is a cotton moment hot take. Okay, let's just call it that. I hate Teslas, by the way, for real. If you're asking my honest opinion, I think they're garbage cars. They're cool tech, but that's it. A car is supposed to be a car, in my opinion. I like horsepower. I like muscle. I like tuning cars. Fine, sure. Batteries, they're cool. I just don't like Tesla. I think their vision of a car is like really kind of conky, to be honest. I think what they make that looks like a car, I think, is kind of weird looking to me. Like, I like Skylines. I like M3s. I like Ferraris. I like Phantoms. I like Tesla. You can make a Apple and carve it with a knife look like a Tesla. That's super weird. I like sexy, aggressive lines. I like street cars. I like carbon fiber. I like downforce. I like big, massive brake kits with air induction on them. I don't like things that look like marshmallows wrapped in saran wrap. That's just my personal taste. Some people like Teslas. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think Tesla accepting Bitcoin to pay for cars. I don't like. What's the goal there? Tesla's like what the kids in Calabasas buy, or like, I don't know, somebody who doesn't know anything about cars. It's like, somebody wins. This is my vision of like the Tesla audience. Somebody wins a lotto. They go buy a Land Rover and 2 Teslas. This is like, they have no clue about anything. They're just like, they have no like idea of anything about cars, and they're the kind of people that go and they're like, can my smartphone start this car? Like, yes, it can if you have a Tesla, right? And they're like, well, I have 8 Apple iPhones and they're all the newest Gen Pro Maxes. Can those all start the car? Yes, if you buy a Tesla. So that's kind of like the way I look at Tesla. Now, whether this is real or not, I don't know. I don't care. It's just how I see Teslas. I like my dirty street muscle. It's just the way I am. I like muscle cars too. I like muscle cars. I like Japanese supercars are my personal favorite. European supercars, Japanese supercars. Like, this is my playground, right? Like, that's what I like. Motorcycles, Jeeps. I love Jeeps. I love motorcycles. Like, I just like dirty, raw street muscle. Like, that's what I like. Well, that's gross. Please don't clip that. Oh, what did I just say? Oh God, that's gonna get clipped. Fuck me. And then that's gonna get spliced on top of it. Let's move on. So I think that's a good coffee break moment. No, just kidding. We're gonna get a coffee soon. So well, this went downhill quick. Forget DMCA. We're straight getting shut down by YouTube. Yeah, I'll catch up on chat in a minute. So yeah, I don't think Tesla accepting crypto is going to be any kind of like landmark moment. I think Tesla's a pretty crummy car, if you ask me. I don't think they're gonna. Well, I don't know. Maybe this will like boom their metrics, but I think it's just one of those short-lived things. Unless Tesla changes their visual platform, I just can't see it. But hey, I could be wrong. No, I'm not going to be wrong about this one. Like, there's no difference from Tesla making batteries to like a company like BMW was teaming up with another battery company. Like the automobile itself is just not my kind of, yeah, it's just not my kind of thing. So I don't know what I think about I don't know what I think about it. There's not much. I think like I think I summed it up really good. Spaceman wants space money. I think he's just trying to have like, it's really hard to create a currency to control. So like if you're Elon Musk and you're trying to like put humans in space and you want something like space money that can move fast and is operable for the future, I think BTC is like the only platform that you really have unless you go and make friends with the government. And I don't think Elon Musk is, I would probably make the same play in his shoes. Like if we're talking about like logics, like if I was Elon Musk and I'm thinking, okay, well, I need some form of currency if I want to continue the path I'm going down. So I would look at this as his broader path, and I would say, oh, I need some kind of form of currency to kind of further my adventure here and my journey and what I envision for the future. Like he's done all this stuff, he's got all this money, so like you wouldn't really make friends with the government because you're kind of above governments at Elon Musk's standpoint. Like at his level, you're kind of above government. So yeah, what do you do? Well, Bitcoin is the perfect candidate for, it's completely unregulated. There is no way that it can really be regulated because of the transparency. So you start buying enough of it at the right price, and yeah, I mean you can create space money. So that's my 2 cents on it. Spaceman wants space money. Let's see where it goes, I guess. You just stumbled over your channel 6 hours ago while I was looking for a beginner crypto trading course. Just want to say thank you so much. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'm remastering the beginners and advanced course soon. So if you're having a brand new fresh eyes look on my channel in 1 week, the courses are going to be remastered for 2021. So that's super cool, dude. All things top 10. Welcome aboard, man. Holy crap, I missed a lot of chat. What do you like? Again, what do you guys think about this Elon Musk thing? Question about origin levels. FOT will answer your question about origin levels. Expert tier only, Callum. Yes, sir. Still thinking 61 cotton. I'm thinking we're going to see where it goes. I worked on these charts all day yesterday. I think there's like my initial thoughts of a lot of valid targets between 51 and 66, I think is still true. We hit a major target yesterday up at 48 too. Like right here, we hit a target actually. Wait a second. Yeah, right here we hit a crucial target, and it actually started a little bit of a pullback. So we're going to see what happens today. But there's a crucial level up at like 48. I think it was like 48 180. So I think it was around one right here, 48 like 180 190 ish, something like that. There's like a level like right here, and it had struggled to get over this level. So and this was a critical level. So this was pretty important yesterday. And then so we're going to see what happens today. We're going to see if it tries to break over that and goes after the next critical level. And yep. They didn't invest 1.5 billion days ago. This was back in like when Bitcoin was 10K. They did it, Hassan. Tesla news was timed to pump the price. No. Oh, the news was timed. It's possible. It's possible that it was either timed to pump the price now for a final push, or it's possible that they just have to do their annual reportings for legal reasons. Problem with Tesla getting into BTCs, they didn't say which price they got in. Yeah, they got in at 10K. Shit, I don't know if I'm actually supposed to say that. Well, okay, well, shit. I don't know if I read that in the news articles or if I was told that. Fuck. Okay, well, whatever. They got in at 10K. Too late now. Said they did that yesterday. Didn't really get that move. They're going to be accepting BTC for their product soon, which is cool. Buy a Tesla with some BTC. Yeah. I think that statement, I was talking to my wife about this in between meetings yesterday, and it's like, you guys know what a BMW M3 is, and this is like the example I use with her. So she likes to have these kind of talks with me. We kind of nerd out a bit. So it's like, okay, would you rather have one Bitcoin or an M3? So I asked her, I said, well, like, you know what our M3 is like. You've drove in it, you felt it, you know how like exhilarating it is and how amazing it is. You go outside, you see all the curves and the nice rims I have it on. wide body stance. The tires are super fat to the wheel wells. I have custom rims and tires on it. Did them myself, ordered, sized, and installed them myself with like not expansion bolts. What the hell are those things called? Lug adapters. So it's like it's a great car. And I said to her, I was like, oh, so you've been in the M3. Do you either have a Bitcoin? So I held up like a little flash drive. It's like, well, this is one of my security keys. I'm just gonna kind of cover it a bit here, but this is one of my security keys. And I said, would you rather have this or an M3? And she's like, what do you want about? And I said, well, like, think about it. Like, that's how big a Bitcoin is. It's nothing. It's data. It's minuscule. You could take Elon Musk's Bitcoin, and I pulled up a bottle cap because I was drinking water, and I said you could fit all the data inside of a micro container inside of this bottle cap. So that's like 150 or $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, to just kind of put into perspective the value of data. And I said, there's a lot of people out there, they have one Bitcoin. So would you rather have this or that M outside? And she's like, well, I'd rather have the M3. And I'm like, well, I know, but the people don't see it like that because they think that everybody's hedging so deeply into Bitcoin right now that isn't this like the perfect setup for the US economies and all these economies to boom when this thing crashes? You've got like a reshifting of all this money shoveling into crypto. Now, if crypto flies, fine. And I told her this too. I said, if crypto flies, this is fine. Crypto can soar to the moon and everybody makes good money, and that's great for everybody. Bravo. That's amazing. But on the other side of the coin, wouldn't this be like the perfect setup for US economies to like kind of crash the markets? Wouldn't this be like the perfect economic reshift? Like, imagine teams of the smartest people, out in Switzerland, out in Germany, out in Russia, in the US, China, all over the world. Anyway, it doesn't matter where, India, all over the world. And they're thinking, okay, how do we reboom our economies after COVID? Everybody's hedging into Bitcoin. Release some devastating news about Bitcoin, and then all the money will be washed away, and you can boom the US economy off of that. Like, isn't that like the perfect setup? Isn't that the perfect like reset after COVID to boom the economies off of everybody who lost money, which would just increase the value of the US dollar and all the other economies? Anyways, just 2 cents thought that I had with her, and I was like, interesting thought, isn't it? India is being banned. India is banning crypto. Yeah, I heard. Believe Nigeria just banned crypto too. Yesterday morning, I believe all bank accounts associated with anything crypto. I could be wrong, but I think it was Nigeria that just did that too. I love the idea of Tesla. They can only get 250 miles per charge, not worth it. And where does their electric charge come from? Your local diesel coal power plant. Yeah, it's kind of a haha, right? Tech is cool, just not there yet. I agree, Weston. I agree, WD. That's completely great tech. Visually not there, not an end solution. One of the steps along the way, right? The Tesla truck design looks like a 5-year-old. I mean, they have their own vision, right? Like, some people hate it, some people love it. I love cars. Yes, I love cars. Which car do you daily drive own? So I have a Lexus that I hate. I have a Lexus. Well, I won't say the model. It's an SUV. It's a brand new Lexus SUV. I'm getting rid of it as soon as I can. I hate it. I would never buy another Lexus again. Absolute garbage. I considered buying an LFA, like a Lexus LFA, about 2 years ago. I didn't get the LFA because I got an M3 instead, and I love my M3. My M3 is like awesome. I have a 2018 M3. Very, very special color, very special edition. Only a handful of them made. It's not just like a black M3. It's a Mexico blue M3, ultimate package, white leather interior. So it's like a very specific combination. Otherwise, I would have like custom ordered one. And I was also looking at like a new Skyline and stuff like that, and LFA, Lexus LFA. But I hate my Lexus. I have a Lexus that I drive, and I absolutely hate it. I'll get rid of that thing as soon as I can. And I'm thinking about getting one of those new Jeep Liberties. I think those things look pretty cool. The new Jeep Liberty. So M3 and maybe a Liberty. Give us a car tour. Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, I was planning on doing that for like a vlog. Tesla's coming to India. I'm just wondering how effed up it will be. Well, I guess we'll see, right? Kind of neat. You like the bicycles? Yep. Raffling off an R34 GTRV spec. Eesh. R34, that's like god tier. That's what, 97? R34 V spec. That's the car. That's probably the most valuable Skyline in the world. Yeah, R34 V spec. God, those things are sick. That's just like the most beautiful car. I would own that. Would I want it over my M3? Value wise, it's probably worth more. I don't think I'd want it over my M3 though. I think that's more of a like ego push, not ego, but like street cred push, I guess you'd say it. Like but it's a great car. Like that's probably the nicest Skyline that has ever. I would prefer a brand new, fully kitted Skyline. If they come out with an edition that's worth buying. Like they had the black edition was nice, but then maybe something a little nicer. Elon wants to clap alien cheeks with BTC, yeah. Because you share a little bit of your magic for free. That's what's amazing. Thank you. You're welcome, man. How's it going? Hey, Adeji, what's up, dude? Not a part of Elon's cult, but he is a visionary. I would agree. He is a visionary. I completely agree that he is a visionary and he's trying to push mankind into he's trying to push mankind into a better life, right? It's just there's not everything is going to be like the best move, but I agree completely. Like Elon Musk is an absolute G. He's like one of the people to be in our lifetime. Like he is one of the people. And what is he, like a modern day Einstein? Some people would hate me for saying that, but like the amount of innovation that he's trying to bring to mankind is just it's incredible what he's doing. Big fan of Elon Musk. That decision though, like to buy BTC, well, that decision is great. I guess it's his, like Tesla's now going to take BTC for cars. I just don't see the value in that. I just don't see it. But hey, maybe it's just one step in the right direction. Maybe he's got other automobile manufacturers willing to take BTC too. I don't know. Nobody knows, right? Stealing Doge to divert the attention away from BTC. Altcoins wick through levels that don't exist. That's because altcoins, like, they don't exist. That's because altcoins follow BTC. The man is an advisor for Tesla. BTC is a hedge to a falling dollar. Bitcoin market cap is so small. It's like micro small. It's not even notable. It's not even on the same page as something. You're right, Tikio. Like the market cap is just minuscule compared to other things. It's not even existent. Second follower on Instagram, dude. I don't use Instagram. I just made the account so somebody can't steal the name and start pretending to be me. Not exactly banned in Nigeria. They banned the bank accounts of exchanges, making it difficult to fund crypto. Yeah. Ave down going to dump to almost zero. Possible. No Cybertruck. The new Ford Bronco. I haven't looked too much into it. I'm not a big fan of Ford, but I haven't looked too much into it. I'm open-minded to all projects though. So like I just like innovation. I like cool new things. So new Ford Bronco. I'm gonna take a look when it comes close. Like how far away is the release on the Ford Bronco? I'm starting recording it today. Moist wheat potato. Nice name, dude. 10 out of 10 hype. Ford Bronco. Let's check this thing out. Kind of looks like a Jeep, right? That they're going for the new Ford Bronco, 2021 Ford Bronco. What we know so far, car and driver. Yeah, okay, let's go here. I'm just gonna quickly check this out. You guys just go Google Ford Bronco. I'm not bringing it up on the screen. I'm too lazy. I'll do that stuff after when we start next week with the redesign. I can't say I'm a fan. I don't like the look of it. It looks like all the other Ford products. It looks like a trending truck, which I don't like things that are trending. I like things that are kind of classic design that aren't going away. To me, it looks like kind of a trending truck. Looks like it's trying to keep up with what's that? The Fiji, I think it's called. It was like a brand of water. What the hell is that car called? Toyota Fiji? Is that what it is? It's trying to keep up with, like, it kind of looks like that to me. RSQ7. I had a RSQ5. It was nice. How long before I understand all of your videos? A lifetime? Why are they banning time to move out? They try to emulate 70s, 80s look. Yeah. It looks like it's trending. It looks like it'll be like a hot, like 3 to 4 year run, and then they'll redesign it, right? GMCs are nice, dude. Like pickups are nice. The AT4, yeah, that's a nice truck. I'm gonna do I'm gonna kiddo screaming in the back. Uh I'm gonna do a car video on my car. I have some more camera equipment on the way because I want to keep pushing the production quality of my streams and the content delivery, and just keep giving better and better quality uh, video for my audience. I want to keep delivering my messages in like the most cutting edge way possible. So I've got more camera equipment on the way. I've got soundproofing equipment for my room. I'm really a strong believer in the visuals that you communicate can help can help really communicate to your audience and make them follow along. Like I see a lot of videos. I kind of posted on Twitter about this yesterday, a little cryptic message, but I can't help but like look at videos on YouTube, on Twitch. I can't help but look at overlays for people and what they do. I can't help it, and I'm probably subject to that a little bit too, right? We all are to a point, right? Because creativity is tough, but I can't help but feel like there's so much of the same out there. So I'm just doing my best to create the highest quality content I can from a very core point, like from the point of purely cinematic first and effects after. So I'm just trying my best to make my content as high quality as I can. So yeah, I've got more camera equipment on the way, and when I get that, I'll be starting to do more stuff like that. Our reveal. Jaguars are nice. Jaguars are highly unreliable and impossible to get parts for. Which Twitch streamers do I watch? My Twitch list is. Hold on, let me bring up Twitch. Are we going like who I like? Because I have people on my list I don't like. Okay, Quinn69, love him, awesome. The friend, kind of super toxic, but cool. Mathel, good stuff. XQC I like, but I was watching XQC because he's like a fellow Canadian. I was watching him when he had like 1,000 viewers, and now he's like a IRL reaction streamer slash gamer Minecrafter. So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I like XQC, but I don't find myself not really watching him anymore. My favorites would be like Crip, Riparian, Quinn69, Shroud. Shroud is like a god. Everybody loves Shroud. Summit 1G, Mr. 1G. Lex V, he's a poker player. Lex Veldhouse, he's good. I think that's like the best of it, right? Crip, Shroud, Summit. Skadoodle. I used to watch Skadoodle, not anymore. I don't play Counter-Strike anymore, so I don't watch him. Simple and Stewie 2K, don't watch those guys anymore. Yeah, I think the best of it is like Shroud, Crip, Quinn69, Summit 1G. Those are like my current like go-tos. The oldie goldies, man. The gooders. XQC Pog. I love XQC, man. But like I was watching that guy when he has 1,000 viewers playing Overwatch in his Montreal basement. And yeah, it was a nice, fresh, young vibe, and guy's cool, man. But like now he's kind of a React Andy, as they call it. So I don't know, kind of a little bit over XQC. Not that I think he went down the wrong path. Like obviously he's doing good. He's got like 80K streamers, 80K people. Like he's the biggest streamer in the world, right? But I guess I just prefer watching gaming, like hardcore gaming. Like I prefer watching like Escape from Tarkov or something Shroud's playing, a Counter-Strike or Valorant, even like Rust or whatever he decides to play. Like I prefer the hardcore gaming, and then Kriparian because he's just super chill, man. And I love Blizzard games, and he's always been a Blizzard streamer. You would go Audi? Yeah, I just sold my SQ5 not too long ago. I like BMW styling better than Mercedes. I'm not a big Mercedes fan. Shroud's super chill, man. He's a nice guy. You can tell he's just super chill. Don't get it twisted. It's bad to own a car for more than 2 years. Not a simp confirmed. Definitely not a simp, dude. I don't like Trainwreck's okay, but it's like Trainwreck's, Hassan, all those guys, they're just like IRL React streamers. I don't want to watch that, man. I don't want to. They're good streamers and they have their moments. It's fine, but I don't like watching IRL React streamers. I'm a day trader, man. And before I was a day trader, I was a poker player, and I was a gamer all my life, like hardcore gamer all my life. So I appreciate that. I think Twitch turning into like half IRL platform kind of killed part of it. It killed like the golden era of Twitch when everybody was just gaming. There's still that there, of course, but there's just so much IRL on Twitch now. It's hard not to be bombarded with it. So yeah, IRL is like whatever. 1G is the man, dude. 1G he's so awesome, dude. I love Summit 1G. He almost died. His channel almost died recently, and then he started playing Sea of Thieves and just got back to his core roots instead of. He's like the perfect example of like just being a hardcore gamer, man. Because you know what, his channel was almost dead because he was trying to follow the trending. And then he reinvigorated his channel. His channel was down to like 3-4K views at one point. And then the guy started playing Sea of Thieves because he just loved the game. And then his channel blew up again. And now he's back up to 30K viewers every time playing Escape from Tarkov. Like, it's crazy, man. Summit's like such a OG, man. Summit is like a shining example of what a streamer should be. And, you know, Shroud made it big. Dr. Disrespect is cool too. Props to him for getting kicked off Twitch and making it on YouTube, because Twitch is kind of a cancer platform. It's the way Twitch is handled is just, and everybody knows it's just such an ongoing joke at this point, the way Twitch has handled their management, the way they see streamers, what they think is right and wrong, how they ban people, like what they did to Pay Money Wubby and all these other streamers, all the news. Twitch is just such a muddled platform, and it would be such a good day if Twitch died, only because it was replaced by something like Mixer or YouTube. We need gaming streaming. Like, this is like a part of my everyday life is watching Twitch, right? So like, yeah, you need Twitch, but like, man, big ups to Dr. Disrespect for getting banned and then shoving it in the face of Twitch, because he's bigger than he's ever been. And now, not only is he bigger than he's ever been, but look, the guy's doing like spots with NFL athletes. He's getting these crazy deals. Like, he is him and XQC are the face of streaming. And Disrespect is like a perfect example of someone who was targeted by Twitch. And what he did was wrong, sure, but the way they targeted him was completely out of context versus his value. And so he stuck it to Twitch because he's the biggest streamer, and now YouTube's a real streaming platform. Part of the reason I don't stream on Twitch and I choose to stream on YouTube, I think I'd be much bigger on Twitch, but part of the reason, and I could flex more like game stuff if I wanted. I could do all sorts of different stuff. Like, I'm really good at games. I could easily toss on Valorant and play at Radiant rank, and put titles like Millionaire Plays Valorant, Day Trade Pro, 50K a day, plays Valorant, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I could easily bait people into watching my channel, but I choose not to stream on Twitch because I think it's such a shit show and the way they handle things. So like, I'm really happy Disrespect is really sticking it to Twitch, because Twitch is like kind of a joke of a platform, if you ask my opinion. But I love Twitch. I watch it every day. So joke of a platform, yes. Needed in our world, absolutely. I love Twitch. I just wouldn't stream on there. Moon is awesome, dude. Yeah. There's another streamer I watch. What the hell is his name? He plays with Moon. I don't have him followed anymore. Only thing on each I watch this, genuinely. I mean, my grind is different, right? Like, I'm here to help people make money and make careers. So I'm very different than your Twitch streamers, right? Like, I have a very, very different audience, very different focus, very different goal. As we continue down 2021, this is going to get more refined, more shaped, more quality content, more push for higher level visuals, push for higher level audio. Like, I'm soundproofing my entire room, so that increases the audio quality a little bit. Even though it's good now, I think it can be pushed further. And yeah, this is going to turn into ground zero for like day traders, where they log on. We have a set schedule, we make money, we log off, and on to the next day, right? Like, that's what this channel is going to be. So this channel is going to be like, different. It's not a gaming channel, so probably best I'm on YouTube. Wait, what car is Charles talking about? The F-types? Yeah, F-types are nice. Like the Jaguar sports car is nice. I can't remember what it is, like F-type the XR maybe, I think it's called. I don't remember. I was looking at them. I drove one. They're nice, but parts, if you ever have a problem with them, even on warranty, you're going to be out of a car for like months. So I just didn't like that. I want to be the future day trader and hardcore gamer. Yeah, I mean, life is changing, guys. Like, the world is changing. We're not in 9 to 5 anymore, and so this channel is going to change to reflect it too. We're going to be, well, I'm not going to say what we're going to be creating, but anyways, it'll evolve, and like I said, it'll be ground zero for people. They can come here, and they can trade, and we've got things starting a little bit differently next week, and yeah. Can you check Neo USDT? What up, Cotton? Thanks for the content. Hey, Justin, what's up, dude? Not much liberty on Twitch. Oh, there's lots of liberty on Twitch. You just have to be the right kind of you have to be in the right position to get it. When you day trade, I just go for daily goals, like Soda Poppin'. Oh man, Soda Poppin's good. I have him on my follow list. I love Soda Poppin'. He's someone who's stayed kind of true. He's like 1/5 sellout, 4/5 hardcore gaming god, right? So he's still pretty chill in my opinion. I like Soda. Soda poppin'. I still have Soda on my list. Like, what's the last game he streamed? Isn't he streaming like Terraria or something right now? Soda? 4 new videos, let's check. I'm sure it's Terraria he's streaming. Grand Theft Auto Grand. No, I know this is what it says, GTA, but that's the last game he played. So he's doing like RP GTA. Come to think of it, so is XQC right now. I remember seeing a few live stream fail clips on him doing some stuff on GTA. He's playing Terraria and GTA. I like Soda Pop, and Soda's good stuff, man. I like watching his WoW streams. His WoW streams were way better back in the day. VLX USDT. Yeah, for me personally, I try to make like 5 to 10K a day when I trade, but that's not relatable to percentage for other people. So I did talk about it yesterday. Like Max said, I talked about it yesterday. So check out yesterday's stream, the replay. I do talk about it. Was it painful when you started out trading? Of course, dealing with all your losses. How did I cope with it? I kept pushing forward, man. But so the thing about me was when I started day trading, was it painful? Yes, but it was more painful that I didn't understand the losses. I didn't care about because I came from the world of being in like making serious career excuse me, making serious career money out of serious career money in poker. So I had like really good bankroll management. I had a really good structure to how I could manage my positions every day because I had been doing it already in poker for a lifetime, right? So I already understood bankroll management really well and how to kind of make an income. I understood that. Now, I didn't really get great positions, but I understood how to make an income out of it. So was it painful? Yes, but maybe in a different way for me because I did already come preloaded with so much mental analysis training all my life. Like I come from a family of famous doctors who are psychologists. So mental analysis wise, I was super chill. So it wasn't painful to my mind, which is like a big drawback for traders, right? You get tilt. So I had complete, before I even started day trading, I was like 10 out of 10 tilt control, 10 out of 10 bankroll management. And you know, so I understood how to like make and work systems. The painful part for me was like understanding the knowledge and trying to reverse engineer it. Wonder what's next for Renova. Well, let's go. Meme Center 2021. God, let's get out of here, please. Control Z, why aren't you working? Oh my God. Get me out of here quicker, please. No. Oh my God, what's happening? I just want out. I don't want to look at it anymore. You play fighting games like Street Fighter, Capcom? Yeah, Smash Bros. Back in the day when I was a kid, I played them. We grew up with games like Street Fighter 1 and 2, but not anymore, man. What's my opinion on quitting your day job and shifting into trading? Do it as soon as you can substantiate it from your trading profits. I don't love my work, by the way. Yeah, I mean, our world is changing, right? No more 9 to 5, been 1 year in March. Dude, nice, Justin. Man, that's so sick. And you've been around the channel for a long time, Justin. Like I've seen you in comments for like a pretty long time, man. So that's like awesome, dude. Terraria, yeah. Soda's playing Terraria, yeah. Your brain and body have to grow. New neurology to deal with all sorts of new energy and patterns. I would agree with Mac completely. Mac has a very high IQ take on a lot of these different subjects, so he's a really good person to Oh, Soda Pop and just go live. My ears are getting hammered. Yeah, you guys don't hear that, but I can hear it from my headset that's on my desk here. Yeah, I just started hearing Soda Poppin's RP. Jesus. But I have my desktop audio turned on. You guys didn't hear it. I heard it. Dr. Disrespect's live visuals are insane. Yeah, he pays a lot for production. He's like production avant-garde, right? He pays a ton of money for his production. He's really really good at selling that. Very, very artistic, that guy. I mean, he used to be a developer for Call of Duty, right? Like he used to develop maps. That takes a lot of art and very, very much a creative mind in itself. So yeah, I mean, he's one of these people who just he loves his visuals, which is important. Like that's no matter who you are delivering messages to your audience. If you can't do it in a way, I'm a strong believer in this. If you can't do it in a way that grabs people, and if you don't care to take it serious enough to put everything you got into trying to deliver your messages, then it's like, what's the point? You're just a copy paste panda. Meditation, throttle your exposure, find a community that will support you, that works. Yeah, Mac, like I said, Mac is a pretty smart guy. So he's definitely someone to listen to. He's in our Discord. He's definitely a smart guy. Defining the rules until I found you. There was no rules to charting. Now I have rules. I'm trying to work with on entries and exits better. Yep, good stuff, Justin. Only because of you, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And just keep doing you, man. Keep getting those sick fat gains, dude. Keep getting fat gains. Keep taking your chart protein, man. Thoughts on CRK? What's CRK? Comstock Resource? I never even looked. We're going to take a coffee break in a minute here. Did I design my own home? No, I bought my home. It was already made. It's a couple years old. Thoughts on this? It's got a long way to go before it breaks out. It's got a long way to go before it breaks out, man. It'll have like a small push up to roughly around like 750, 760, and then it's going to pull back and it'll try to establish its move. It's got time. Comstock is not going anywhere yet. Could have made another 3350, pulled out of E-Gold. Good old E-Gold. Yeah, no, I didn't design my own home. Designing your own home is a pretty long process. Designing your own home is like, first you have to buy the land. So if you're going to design your own home, if you're going to go to the trouble to design your own home, you've got to have kind of a pretty high budget, because when you design your own home, you're doing it in one of two ways. You're either buying into another developer's plot. So a developer goes and buys like a huge land plot, like 50 or 60 or sometimes 200 or even 500 pieces of land, and then they subdivision them off. So at that point, you're not really even taking the reins on building your own home anyways. You're just, because you get into building a home with a developer, and they're going to have rules, like depending on where you live. Some, like I remember doing when we were in university, we traveled all over North America. Some places it's like, oh, you can only use red and yellow for your paint colors on your home if you're in like a certain community, and that's dictated by the designer who has a deal with the city to get breaks and different things like that. So it goes much deeper. They get tax breaks and incentives and blah blah blah, or they make guarantees to the neighbors. They have a committee that they go to for these decisions. So like, you know, it's you're when you make a home, if you're buying into like a land plot and you're like, oh, I'm making my own home, you're not making your own home. You're just like picking the options between. It's like going to a factory and ordering a car. It's not, you just picking the options that you're given, and you can customize it, and you can take this color paint or that color interior and this type of shift knob and blah blah blah. That's kind of like the one way you would develop a home, is you buy into a land plot. If you're going to develop a home for real, you've got to have time and you've got to have deep pockets, which if I was going to do my own home, I would, but not with two young kids, because they, you know, children need stability. So I wouldn't do it with young children in my life. Maybe if they get older, I'll design my own home, which I do plan to do. But then you have to go buy a land plot. So you have to first kind of understand where you're living, and you have to say, okay, I want this piece of land because of X. So that it all starts with like the vision of what the land can show you to the house, right? So, you know, I live in the hills. I would want something on the top cliffs, like at the very, and I'm pretty high up in the cliffs. Like as you go up in the cliffs, you go up in income, and I'm at one of the highest levels that you can get. But you know, they'll develop even a little higher in the future, up the mountains up here. And I'll say, okay, I want this piece of land because it's just situated perfectly, so I can see the lake downtown. Blah 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 blah. Right. So you first start off with a piece of land, and then you really start to figure out the design style of the house you want, and that takes so long, because now you're into city permitting, now you're into finding construction crews, now you're into zoning, now you're into waiting for a development to actually start. Like here, they have to go and dynamite the rock out, flatten the land, grade it so that it can actually even be sold from a point of like the city will allow it to be sold, and it's zoned for a home, right? So like building a home is not just some easy, quick like turnaround thing. But there's different ways to do it. You can build a home under a developer, but that's kind of just like, you know, picking your finishings and picking your colors and you're not really designing what you want, right? So yeah, it just takes so much time, Nazim. I would do it myself. It takes so much time. I would be like I said, Larkin, CRK is closing a big trend. It can move to about $7, and then I will pull back 750-ish. It's not there yet. Bloom is going to break resistance. If BTC keeps moving up, it'll move up too. Yeah, it's moving up with BTC. I would say is Do you think BTC is moving up still? If you do, then Loom's probably still moving up. Come on, CRK. Oh god. You know what? Okay, there we go. We got it. Take a look at Dogecoin. There's nothing to look at, man. All these altcoins you guys are asking about, if Bitcoin is moving up, they're still going to be moving up. If Bitcoin's moving down, they're going to start moving down as well. Go chart Bitcoin and play Bitcoin, or play your altcoins when Bitcoin hits its critical levels. I would agree with Mac. If you don't have the time and the income to do it for a minimum of half a year, I would agree with Mac on that. So over 9 to 5. Yep. And then you have to do with contractors and CCNRs. Oh god, what does R stand for here? CCNR is telling you what you can and can't do. Oh, you mean on pre-builds? Yeah. Like in communities. I'm thinking of like the city and like doing your own. Yeah, then you have to deal with committees and the boards telling you what you can and can't do. It's like, oh, I want to get this type of, I want to get a new fence, and they're like, oh, it has to be this type of fence. It can't be iron rod or it can't be glass. It has to be wood, and it has to be between 4 and 5 feet high. And these are the colors you're allowed to use. It's like, why am I even here? So yeah, it's like, okay. Never traveled the world? Yeah, I've been to Mexico. I love Mexico, Hassan. I absolutely love Mexico. I've been quite a few times. Outside of Mexico, not too much. She's going to finish her beginner's course and decide whether she wants to continue or not. Tell her to wait until the remastered courses come out, Trader Cage, because she could watch a remastered course, get through it at lightning speed, and then decide if she wants to go check out the OG content or move to FOT. So just tell her to wait on the remastered course. It's going to start coming out this week. ETAs, you mean EFTs? So I've been to which part of Mexico? I'll answer that in a second, Larkin. Which part of Mexico? I've been to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico City, Cancun, a couple places around Puerto Vallarta, Puerto Nuevo, I think it was called. Puerto Nuevo. Quite a few. I've been to Puerto Vallarta a few times, so I really like it there. There's a couple places around Puerto Vallarta. There's Puerto Nuevo. No, I haven't been to those places. Gonzalez, I have not been there. To Tepoztlán? I think that's how you say it. Oaxaca? Oaxaca? Is that how you say it? No, I haven't been there. You should. Traveling is so tough right now, man. But I can say that, like, I love Mexico. Absolutely love the climate, love the people, love it there. Love the food, love the culture, love the vibe. Mexico is like super, super awesome. Where I live right now very much reminds me of Mexico, and it's a part of why I moved here. There's like a lot of that kind of, where you have like the weeping trees along miles of rocks. You're driving through like miles of mountains, and there's big mountains up your side with weeping green life down it, and there's like a lot of that here. So it very much reminds me of Mexico, where I live, which is part of why I love where I live so much. South Africa, I've never been. I would look good in a beard. Oh man, I gotta keep clean. I get too itchy. Getting into trading is kind of hard, but I love it. Yeah, it's an awesome thing. When you take profits, yeah, exit or prefer moving your stop loss. I have targets I use. Wait, Larkin asked something about ETFs. Do you expect ETFs like AVE down to have dropped more than they? I talked about this yesterday. I said yesterday that they could just like burn down to nothing, which I still stand by. If Bitcoin keeps moving up, ETFs are still going to move down. ETFs are going to keep moving down. Yeah, and I love the buildings that they have where I live. Like there's a lot of like Mexican inspired design where I live, which is super random because I don't know why in BC you'd have Well, it's because we live in the desert. Where I live in one of the only desert, well, actually the only desert in Canada I live in. So, um, yeah, I'm in the only desert in Canada. So I suppose that's why it has like a lot of that kind of infliction on the buildings and the way things look here, which I also love, by the way. Alt season now, right following the cycle of BTC. BTC moves up, altcoins move up. I would prefer having a loss because of my decision rather than having a toxic colleague and following a boss. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, man. It's now more than ever. People are making their own path. Our world is changing. Like our world is changing so drastically. Like if anybody were to tell you to go to university, it would be me. God, I spent 11 years in university and I credit my university brain and my ability to be raised by, well, okay, so my mom's a famous psychologist. My dad was a biker. So kind of sounds like Sons of Anarchy. It's a little weird, but yeah, that's how our family story is. Like, it's just what it is. So, you know, I was raised by someone highly educated, and on the other side, I had kind of the street cred person, I suppose. So it's like, yeah, I love both my parents, and it's just like, I credit my ability to be such a good thinking person to university and to the way I was raised. But yeah, I wasn't raised conventionally. Like, I didn't go to school, normal schools and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about private schools. I was taught like nature teachings, and I learned a lot of my like math and life skills outside. Like what they're doing now with like nature school is basically what I was raised on, because my mom was more into these holistic types of things. So that's how I was raised. But you know, in a very structured, educated way, because she was also highly educated, right? And then I went to university for 11 years. So like, if you ask me about university education, I'll be one of the first people to say like, yeah, I spent 11 years in university. It was worth every single penny. And I went to like a very expensive university. It was worth every single penny. And it's like, yeah, okay, this is worth it. But you know, my opinion on universities and stuff is quickly changing, because they're just, it's not that they're not good. It's just people have to realize the real value of university is they teach you how to think. And it's not about learning a career. University teaches you how to think. And the careers that universities are training now are just so outdated. It's not, it's like, it's just, why bother at this point? Our world is changing so fast. There's no more like, I don't want to say there's no more 9 to 5s, but they exist less and less and less. And every year they get phased out more and more and more, because the world is awake longer hours. What makes money in the world now is not what made money in the past. Like I love university, I love schooling, but I don't know if I'd recommend a young person to full force university. I want to be a doctor. Christ, doctors aren't even going to be around anymore soon. Like, we're going to have robots. Here's an interesting thing I told my wife. Here's a really good caveat to that. Look at COVID. What's the most important part of COVID? Is it the doctors or is it the scientists? It's neither. It's actually the logistics to deliver the vaccines to people. So if the vaccines are the most important thing, you don't need a doctor to administer a vaccine. You need a nurse. Hell, you don't even need a nurse. You could drive up to a Walmart if you were diagnosed with it, and a little robotic arm could just give you the shot. So what's really the important thing here? The diagnosis of having the disease, the logistics chain to deliver these things to people. So everything from manufacturing to the actual administration of it, and the scientists to find out the diseases, right? If the cures to the diseases. If we had some kind of magical device that would just scan your eye and say, oh, you have this symptom, here's your cure, would we even need doctors? Or would we just need logistics to deliver every step from understanding what patient has to here's the cure? Do you need a doctor? Like, is it a kind of archaic to go into a doctor's office, sit in a waiting room with sneezing people who are sick when we're trying to avoid these things, and then to go to a doctor for them to find out what's wrong with you? They don't fix you. The science fixes you. All they do is diagnose your issue. So if we could create a system that would just subdue doctors, like, would we even need doctors? Yeah, you still need some doctors, but then like, why are people going to university to become doctors now? Because they're being phased out. Logistics are taking over doctors and scientists, right? Like, look at COVID's a perfect example of that. Now, I don't think doctors are useless. On the contrary, doctors are not useless at all. I think this is a great career. I just think that the medical field is changing rapidly, and COVID is kind of exposing that. Like, isn't just like, I myself, if I had something wrong with me, I don't want to go see a doctor unless I have to. If I know what's wrong with me, just give me the goddamn cure. So create a system that allows me to see what's wrong with me faster. I don't need to go to a doctor's office and see somebody for them to put a stick on my tongue and for them to poke something in my ear. Just tell me what's wrong with me and give me the cure. I don't care about the other steps. So we're not there in the world yet, but one day we will be, and it's coming rapidly. With especially with COVID, like the medical field has changed so drastically. It's not even funny. And I'm privy to a lot of meetings where people talk about this kind of stuff because, again, remember, guys, I work in the stock market, so I get asked to advise on different boards, on different projects, on different things, so companies can grow. Like, that's the cool thing about what we do as day traders in the stock markets. We have our thumb on the pulse of the world, so we know everything that's going on. We know what's going on, presidencies. We know these things because we can see it in the stocks, because stocks is above it all. So before any of these companies can fly, there's a business angle, which means, guess what? They're stocks. So I do get the cool benefit of being the ear in the room to hear about a lot of these conversations sometimes. So like it's really cool. But yeah, it's like, do we even need what do we need doctors for? We need surgeons. We need that type of doctor. We need surgeons to perform medical miracles. But like your general doctors, why do we need them for? We need them still. We still need them. But then you tell a young person, go to school to become a doctor. Go to school to become a scientist, right? Because I don't know how many doctors we're going to need in the future. So that's a little bit of a hot take. But yeah, you guys, I think it's also reasonable to think. So that's the thing about day trading, is like our worlds are changing, and people are asking about 9 to 5s and these things, and we're talking about university. Like, our worlds are changing drastically, right? Our worlds, there's nothing exciting going on with BTC right now, by the way. There's nothing to talk about. You guys are all hyped on BTC. That this is just simply seeing if it can push up or down. There's no trades to be taken. Don't shoot me because I'm not talking about BTC, okay? There's nothing here. There's nothing to take on BTC right now. It's just simply like we're waiting for it to hit a level, and then we're going to load up some big fat shorts on different things, and when that comes, we'll talk about it. But for now, I'm not going to sit here and stare at BTC and talk about how it's moving up and down every second. There's no trades here. There's no trades here. Go trade it if you want to scalp. I'm not scalping. So yeah, I mean, we're talking about careers and things like that. It's like, man, fine, do you ever trade? Yeah, when it makes sense. I only take a few trades when I need to, and that pays for my yearly expenses. I'll trade more when my accounting is set up. Let's put it that way. I'll trade more when my accounting is set up, because there's no point for me right now, because I can't trade stocks. So there's no point in even me looking at stocks. I'm just going to create more Renovas where I hate myself for not being able to take the trade. And BTC, I'm only looking at loading up shorts when we hit a very high level at the top, and I'll load up my shorts, and then I'll start reconsidering. At that point, I think right now it's too fragile to start scalping. So yeah, university and schooling, like, our worlds are changing. People need to create their own incomes. People need to create 9 to 5s. Day trading is going to like take off, in my opinion. I think day trading is going to be one of these careers that 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, you're going to see day trading jump up more and more and more. So it's like, now's a perfect time to get ahead of the curve, because day trading will become like one of the things, because the management of money will become like ultra important going forward in our future. No longer are banks doing it, and they've had control over the money systems for how long. No longer are banks the only people doing this. People are smarter now, and with programs like mine out there, people are able to do this on their own without having some shitty banker putting your life faith in that. Not only can you create the best career possible, because you could make 10 million a year day trading or more, so your income cap it's not there. It's up to you what your income cap is. So nobody can tell you what to do. It's your own success or failure that allows you to be in this market or not, right? So there's no income cap. There's no boss. You're responsible for everything on your own, which is kind of the way the world is moving anyways. Businesses are shutting down all over the world. Doctors are being phased out. Things are changing. All these things they're teaching in university now, it's like, man, it's just not useful stuff anymore. It's like an archaic system that was created how long ago? And again, guys, I have gone a lifetime to school, so I am more than qualified to make this judgment. I'm not just some person who didn't go to university to say this. I am very qualified to make this, because not only did I go to school for like all my life, but I also hold education in a very high regard, because I credit most of my success to my education. So just because education let me think, but I'm more than qualified to make this assessment, and more than in the right state of mind to actually share this opinion too. I don't think the education field is where it used to be. I think that things are changing so fast, and the world is changing, right? Like, what are you going to go to school to learn? How to be a social media person? God, learn that on the School of Hard Knocks. Learn that on YouTube. Learn that on the street, right? Like, content creation and social media, this is like a valid future for a lot of people. The visuals we see are like, it's like, you know, it's everything, especially in a time like COVID where that's all people are doing. And it's going to get more and more as we continue to grow as people. Look at Spaceman with his Bitcoin. Look at Elon Musk. He's going to put people in space. People are going to be even more isolated and more distant from each other. And virtual medias are going to become even more important. Virtual currencies, virtual medias. Like, this is just the way the world is moving, right? So automated chest scan recognition. YouTube University. Yep. That's a, yeah. YouTube University. Gonna be a lot of bad courses on there. Profitable trading. I was profitable right out of the gates, Ross. Not right out of the gates, but you know, within a relative time to support me. Finally got alive. Nice, dude. Why you choose a desert? I like the heat, man. I just like climates where it's hot, and I love tropical climates. Love them. I hate the cold. I grew up in the cold all my life. I lived in the prairies of Canada, and it was just the most brutal thing. I hate the cold. Love the material, the way you teach it. Thanks for the effort and best wishes. Thanks, man. Day trader. I know, biker dad, psychologist, mom, day trader, son. It's so weird, but it's true. It's so weird, but yeah, can't make it up, man. I feel like Jax from Sons of Anarchy, except I'm not as cool as him. I don't have a badass bike and cool leather cuts that I can wear. I just have sweater, mauve colored sweaters from Buffalo. That's my cuts, I guess. I don't know. Biggest goal is not to get stuck as an employee. 20 is a good time to start. I think I gave myself 3 years to learn, and very achievable in my view. Give yourself a lifetime to learn, man. The longer you put to this career, the better it'll treat you. Doubled my trading count this week following FOT. Thank you. Cage, man. That's cool. That's so sweet, man. Congrats, dude. You read about Fetch AI? Yeah, FET, of course. I don't care about the tech, but FET, I know what FET is. That's like this. Crypto. Yeah. I advised on some projects that was to do with FET. I don't think there's any university degree that helps you in day trading. I think if you go to school for like economy or business, I think that's completely pointless. Like, people go to school to learn how to be a day trader, like university. I think those teachings are completely... So I deal with a lot of like professors in this field, and I deal with a lot of students as well that I get asked to help from universities where they're teaching financial markets and stuff like that. And you know, I always get shown like they do price prediction based on analysis and news, but they do so little in technical analysis, and they use so much stupid indicators. It's almost like watching... It's like if you were to learn how to learn indicators at the highest level, it's useless to begin with. And then they do like, oh, where do you think news would come out, predictions, and doing charts with like RSI. It's the same stuff you actually see. That's where it all comes from, is some of these university programs. And it's the same stuff you see. You go to university to learn how to be a trader, but they call it like a financial analyst. So you're analyzing the market's patterns. That's a big one. You're analyzing the patterns. This stuff is also useless. And I tell people this, and then they just, you know, good luck trying to change an institution's entire core, because then what do? Oh, our information is valueless, but for them it's a business. So, you know, they sell it as a business, and they'll continue to get students, and that's just the way it is. So I don't think there's any good university program to further you as a day trader. I think, you know, you treat university as if you have a few passions in life. Like, I'm a very artistic person, so I went into architecture, and you know, day trading crept up on me during my schooling, and it was like, well, it's kind of suited hand in hand, but it makes sense why I went into day trading, because it's very artistic. You're drawing your own canvas on a screen. It's not this, you know, math point analysis where you're predicting the news like people think it is. Like, if anybody can prove that, I can prove it almost every single day, right? Like, it's not this weird news analysis. Watch Renova pump like thousands of percentages, and then they have a news article release that comes when it's already like 800-900% over top of the price. And then watch how much millions of dollars people will make on this Renova call. Watch the people in this chat make like 10, 15, 20 million dollars on Renova on small positions, to watch them put like $1,000 on Renova and make like $2 million off $1,000. And then it's like, oh, well, it was news and it was this and this. It's all such shit. It's all such crap, right? Like, so I don't know, maybe have like a second backup career that you like, and then also have day trading on your mind. Like, I think you have to have multiple legs to stand on in life and not just put your eggs all in one basket. Like, although day trading is a good basket to put them in, you should still have some other things in case you have, defects that don't allow you to be a day trader. Some people can't hack it mentally. Some people just don't care to put the effort in. Some people are too lazy when it comes to the charts. There's a lot of reasons why people could fail in day trading, right? So yeah, have like a couple legs to stand on in life, I think is like the best thing you can do when you think of university. I wouldn't go for something that's so heavily weighted into day trading, not only for the fact that there is nothing really that will help you as a day trader in the university cycles, but just because you're still weighting everything into day trading. If you go for financial analysis, then it's what a failed day trader becomes a banker who hates himself all his life because he was a failed day trader, which was his original goal, and just tries to justify it like, oh, day trading is too volatile for me anyways. I love the financial markets, but this is the right part of it for me. Like that's the wrong way to look at it. Then you're just lying to yourself, right? So you can't you go to school to be like a financial analyst and try to be a day trader, and then you fail at one to justify the other path. It's like, no, just do something completely different, man. 24 now, gonna get myself 2 to 4 years. Do it, man. True story. We need less doctors and attorneys and more blue-collar workers. We need more innovators in the world. We need more people to open their eyes to the truth. That's what we need. People are sheep. Do you think that if it was a case where robots and AI were to overtake human jobs, federal government would require human employees to avoid economic consequences? I think the world needs to evolve. I think that's also very like limited way of thinking of it. If robots take over the world, which is already like another topic in itself, but let's just sum it up into one simpleton, like one simp term, like robots take over the world, people will evolve before that happens. And if they don't, they'll be left behind, and the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. And it's just segregation, how it happens, right? The people who want it, it's there for them. And that's it. You only took a long at 45K. Well, it's working out so far for you. Just take your profits, before it moves down too much, I suppose. Casual flexing 2021. Thanks, Hassan. Nice. Senior, trying to go into college for finance, but I wanted to day trade to pay for some of my debt. I probably would have. Yeah, I would pick a different field than financial analysts. Like, unless you want to be a banker, then don't day trade, do something else. Because some of us still have day work and need sleep. So yeah, I'm excited to watch it remastered. Yeah, exactly. And I think there's like, I've watched all my courses back over again many times, but I did it again this weekend. It's like there's so much that doesn't need to be in there. I could get those lessons done quick. You always need engineers and scientists. Also architects. Yeah, I mean, you always need people to build and do things like that. Architect is, within the human mind, the vision of the human mind. Architects will always be around. Engineers, yeah. Scientists, yeah, you'll always need those. Everyone will become their own bank. Everyone will need some sort of knowledge on how to trade, or at least day swing. No, I don't think so. Not everybody cares about this stuff. We all agree that BTC made this possible. I think BTC just did the inevitable, which is just shine a light faster to the young people. People misunderstand Bitcoin completely, like, and the way it works in trading. They completely misunderstand it. I have so many people come into my channel, and it's like, if Bitcoin goes to like 100K, I'll have like a flood of people come in and say, "Ha, Quentin, you see, Bitcoin isn't worthless." Cool. That they completely miss the point that I don't care, because that's where traders get disadvantaged. They let their emotional opinions on these things affect them as day traders. That's why I have a leg up on everybody else, because I just simply don't care where Bitcoin goes. I just trade it regardless. People who are so like passionate about Bitcoin going to the moon, and if it goes to 100K, I'm gonna have so many people come into my chat thinking that I care, like I'm mad that Bitcoin went up. I don't care. That kind of emotional attachment clouds your judgment. That type of want to see something succeed, it's what gives me my edge. I come from a stance of complete neutrality. I'll trade it when the right levels get hit. I don't care if it goes up or down. It doesn't matter to me. So I think this is like young people's mentality, and the untrained mind, and the youthful mind shines through a lot, where it's like, oh, Bitcoin's changing the world. Maybe, but you don't understand. We don't care about stocks. We care about the money, right? Like, that's where young people, they like a vampire. If this thing goes to 100K, I will suck the market dry like a
freaking vampire on shorts. If it goes to 1 million, I'll do the same goddamn thing. I care about the money. I don't care about the stocks. I don't care about anything else. I care about the money. I just want to soak it all up like some greasy little rat eating all the pieces of cheese in the sewer. Like I just want to just eat it all, right? So I don't care about Bitcoin. I could give two shits less what happens with it. I don't care. I care about the money. So this is where BTC helped like a younger generation. They needed that they needed that kind of token put right in front of them, like a shining, not only younger generations, older generations too. They needed a big shiny piece of cheese so they could, understand like the value of day trading and how much money you can make. Because as traders, we just simply don't care. As long as we get the money in the bank and we drive the nice cars and buy the fattest houses, like that's what we care about. We care about the money, right? So it's very simple. So I think BTC made that change possible. I think it put the big piece of cheese for all the stinky rats to come out. No offense to anybody. I'm not trying to offend anybody, of course. But that's kind of the way I just see it in my mind. Like I got into this field because I saw, holy shit, I can literally make 10K a day. If I get good at this, like I am in, like put the shoes on, I am in, show me the way, please. Then I just started doing it on my own, right? So like that's where like you can get an advantage in these markets, is just complete disattachment. Look at Renova is a perfect example. I don't even know what the hell Renova is. I just know the stock ticker. Somebody mentioned it to me. I was like, yeah, we got to buy this level. This is sick. And look at Renova now, it's 100% up. That's like the perfect example. It's like you just care about the money. All the other stuff doesn't matter. It's all money at the end of the day anyway. Isn't Bitcoin a currency? Isn't it just money anyways? Isn't that the whole thing? Like, isn't this just like strip it down to its core nature? Isn't Bitcoin just money anyways? Doesn't it just have a value? And people are like, oh, but its store value is high. Good, they go buy houses and cars with it. Go make lots of it and buy houses and cars, because at the end of the day, you just convert it into things anyways. So who cares? Yeah, if you're a hardcore fundamentalist and you want to see the world change, then fine, sit in your chair and while the rest of us make money. And the real day traders are laughing at people like that, because it's just like, well, yeah, Bitcoin went up and you were right. How much money did you make on being right? You have one Bitcoin? Oh, cool. You made 50K. I'm happy for you. Right? So it's that kind of thing. Like, we told you it was going up. Like, I hope it goes up too. I'm the stinkiest, dirtiest little rat in the sewer, finding all the little cheese pieces to eat them all up. So it's just like, that's the way people have to look at day trading, and it'll give you an advantage, right? Because it doesn't matter where these things go. It's just get the money. So that's like the young people. What they needed, young and old people in general needed this kind of beacon to gravitate towards. So that's like, do I think BTC helped make that change possible? Yeah, but not for the way people think it did. People think that it's changing the world and they want to be a part of the change. Have fun being part of the change, because I guarantee you could have the deepest, most honorable sensei fundamentalist who bought all the Bitcoin and they averaged in all their life. They knew about this from day zero, and it was like they averaged in the whole time, and they were down at 10K talking and telling all their friends. And what was that all worth? You told all your friends to buy Bitcoin, and you talked about how it was so good. You went in every platform you could and talked about Bitcoin. How much money did you make on Bitcoin? You were so devout into Bitcoin. So this is the problem, right? Like people do this. It's like, how much money did you make? Because I hate Bitcoin. And I will make what you made in your 10 years of supporting Bitcoin as a fundamentalist. I will make that in 2 weeks, what you made in 10 years and devoted your whole life to. And I'll take none of the risk. And I'll take, because I don't care, because I'm not in these trades anyways until they make sense. So I'll take none of the risk. I don't care. And yet, mind you were here as a fundamentalist, sitting here saying like how great this stuff was. Good for you. I'll still make more money than you on this stuff. That's where you get an edge in day trading. So that's how I view like Bitcoin and day trading. Like, that's where your edge exists, right? Is where you can completely come from a standpoint of complete neutrality, and you just see it as money in the bank. Because that's all it is at the end of the day anyways. If it goes to $1 million, what are you going to do? Take that $1 million and put it in the bank? Or are you going to hold your Bitcoin and let it burn to $5? Or are you just going to hold it forever because you're a Bitcoin owner? If your point is just to hold it forever so you can be a part of a group that says, I own Bitcoin, then hold it forever. And you won't ever reap the benefits of it, right? So then it's just like, there's a really interesting conversation there. I could go on forever, but I think that kind of sums it up. Just, I'm just the dirtiest rat in the sewer trying to collect the cheese. That's all. I don't know. It's just the way I see it, man. After 8 years in uni becoming into a psychiatrist. Wait, no. A physicist in nanotechnology. I thought you said psychiatrist. Well, you'd be a psychiatrist for the nanotechnology, give them feelings, and then be their psychiatrist. That's the real career, man. You got to think ahead here. You just learn how to think, but it's up to you to use it outside the box. Absolutely true, man. Standing at the bottom mountain, climbing it step by step, race to the finish line. Never stop the hustle. We can do this. You guys are the frontline warriors, right? You guys are the frontline warriors. You guys will all hopefully take my courses and learn from my teachings, and I'll pass this value on to you guys. Sometimes I rant, but like hopefully I pass my values on, and you guys, the effect is a ripple effect, right? And you guys just take all my hard work and just be rats with me. Just be dirty little rats in the sewers with me. We can do it together, boys and girls. We can all be dirty little rats. I'll even like shave my face and do a little mustache I'll be our mascot. Don't worry. I'll be the one carrying the flag forward, and I'll be the frontline rats taking over. You made more money in the last 2 months from day trading than working 6 years in the gaming industry. Yep. School never teaches you how to earn money. School only gives you a degree. I agree. Renova, yeah. It's a trade we took on the stock markets. All my life after COVID, there's no way I'm going to find a job with my education things are right now. So yeah, I'm going into trading full force. Dude, that's so awesome. Please, like, stay here with us. We will guide you to the light, man. I love Aonomy. I think that's what it says. Stay with us, man, because like, yeah, you're on the journey now. Jax couldn't do charts as good as me. Yeah, well, he would whoop my ass and steal my chart, so he still wins. Jax is a badass. That's why I'm glad that electrician helps me think and I can fall back on it and make great money. Absolutely. And I love electricians. I've worked with so many electricians in my time. I think electricians are a bit of a special breed when it comes to construction. I worked in construction a long time. Love electricians. They're always super chill, super nice. They have a different way they have to understand projects, which I appreciate. It's like safety and code. Yeah, these things are important. And then they have, a better way to do things. Moment the market moves a little faster me to really see gains based on my TA knowledge. Using FOT, can't wait for it to cool off. Yep. You probably have had the best insight on things I've heard in a long time. Oh, dude, that's sweet. So my ramblings aren't for nothing. Good. Crunch time, back day school. So you're doing well these days. Yeah, man. Skyrocket out of our bank. Yeah. Tesla bought BTC at 30K. You see it in the news, your day's too late. Don't trade the news. Never. Agreed. What do you think is the most viable amount of money to start with? Because I'm currently 18 years old. Like $1 trades, man. Like it's an accuracy test to begin, right? Just accuracy test yourself. $1 trades. The money right now doesn't matter. You'll make lots of money in your life as a day trader. Get accurate first. Just take the USDT profits. Yeah. Isn't that just what it's all about? Money in the bank at the end of the day. Zero emotion. Yep. Got to keep dreaming big. It's small steps. Be consistent. Yep. Absolutely. How far will it take for humans to colonize all planets? But not by 2026. In 2026-ish, humans will be on Mars. Yeah, I mean, I could never even assume to know that. I have no idea, man. That sounds like something that would take thousands of years to colonize. Do you know how many planets there are out there? As many grains of sand as there are in the world. So think about this for a second. A grain of sand is equal to a planet. As many grains as there are in the world of sand, there are planets in our galaxy. Just our galaxy. And then there's many galaxies out there. I don't think that's something that's ever going to be possibly done. I don't know. 500 million years? I have no idea, man. That imitation voice, yeah. I don't care about the stocks. I care about the money. Mr. Krabs 2021. Yep. Andy was about to say fat ass woman. Absolutely not. Who doesn't love a good big girl? I like big girls. Everybody likes big girls, man. Nothing wrong with them. Beautiful as every other woman in the world. That's where everyone starts. Yep. Crypto may be a revolutionary kind of things and shift how we look at money. I don't know about that, but you're going down the rabbit hole of fundamental analysis. I don't dabble in that world. Odivu, unless I have my own little limited opinions. But a lot of money. You know, Bone Thugs say it best, man. How bullish am I on ETH? I'm not bullish at all, man. I don't have like bull or bear kind of opinions. I think, damn, you have the biggest ego in the community. Maybe, man. Coming from someone named Enlightened Trading, I would expect a comment of nonetheless. Can you show me how to flip the chart? Literally blew my mind. Now use the invert function a ton. Yep. Money equals booty. I mean bots. What price would BTC would SEC step in? Good question. When would the SEC step in? When it becomes a national security threat, probably. When it threatens the devaluation of any major currency, because too much of like the mass public start hedging into Bitcoin. I mean, it would be the biggest play any government could make. Let everybody hedge into Bitcoin, reset the economies, and boost the US dollar. Just let everybody put all their money into Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden say like, oh, the US government no longer supports anybody in cryptocurrencies. Bang, Bitcoin dies. Just one pin to pop that balloon. And all of a sudden, everybody's lost a ton of money and the value of the dollar goes up because nobody has any left. Right? Looking for day-to-day trading too. Ah, you're an anti-vaxxer, Mike Ray. I know nothing to do. I know you don't do trading in here. Which program should I sign into day trade with you? The only reason I'm not doing day trading is because I'm waiting for my corporate accounting to be set up, because it's just like Renova. Like look at Renova. This was a trade we were supposed to take, but my accounting is simply not set up yet. And look at the level we bought on it, right? Like, so I'm just simply not trading because I just don't find it a point right now until I'm accounting set up properly. But this is like a realistic thing about day trading. Like this is like the difference between professionals and one of the difference between professionals and non-professionals is like what allows people to be professional is like, first off, playing within your own field. So like a lot of people, like the difference between a pro and not a pro is pros don't go over what's safe. So if you have like $1,000 in your account and you're trading with $500 trades, pros don't do that. If you have $100,000 in your account and you're trading with $50,000 at a time, that's the difference between a pro and a non-pro. And a pro would never trade $50,000 in a $100,000 account. So that's one of the things that is a difference between a pro and a non-pro. Another thing is like the actual way that the money flows and how much money you can actually put in your bank is another mark of like what a pro looks like versus a non-pro. So people who are just trading to trade, those aren't pros. People who understand the way that money has to flow into your bank because they've done it for years and years and years and have those experiences, well, there's the mark of a pro, because they understand like, okay, there's a certain way the money has to flow if I want to actually put this money in my bank and make a profit and make a living out of this. Because non-pros will just trade to trade, and it's just like, well, you hold all this stock, but good luck getting it into your bank and paying taxes and things like that. Like that's another that's another like mark of a pro or not, because they haven't been there to say like, oh, that's great, we can trade all this crypto, but if we're not claiming taxes on it, it means we're not putting it in our bank, which means we're not doing this, which means so like for me, setting up my corporate accounting for 2021 is like huge, because I set up my corporate accounting and now I'm waiting on it. So there's no point in me taking trades. So I'm simply just not trading right now. I'm kind of just doing the morning stream, and yeah, I'll take like Bitcoin shorts, like I've said it multiple times right now in this stream. I'm waiting for a level to be hit, and then I'll load up some of the fattest shorts I can, right? So yeah, I just don't, there's nothing for me to trade right now. So like, yeah, you want to chill out, talk Bitcoin, stay. You want to trade, go trade, kind of thing, right? BBW for the win. I've been watching you for a year. Your teaching was too good to be true, but now I'm always wearing headphones listening to your content, finishing up FOT, and next week I'll be joining up on the Patreon. Oh, cool, man. Well, I hope forward to see you there. I wait for you to join us, man. We're cushion for the pushing. Thank you so much for your teachings and sharing your knowledge. You're welcome, man. When I said revolution, quotation marks are very important. Sorry, sarcasm. Fundamentals say the world economy is collapsing and BTC is the way. Yeah, people always have their opinions, right? Like, I'm an anti-vaxxer, just concerned about the adverse reaction and pro-choice. Okay, makes sense. Not all my traditional vaccines, but these are different. They are, yeah, they're definitely pushed. I would agree. They're definitely pushed out pretty quick. Given the circumstances of the world, I think that was the only way to I think it was the best choice. So they're not technically vaccines at all. Yeah, I don't know enough about it to comment, Mike Ray, but it sounds like you do. So I will just kind of take your word on it. And yeah, the RNA chart literally looks like XRP months back. Yep. It took out Hank Aaron, the legend. I don't know who Hank Aaron is. I know who Tom Hanks is. I don't know who Hank Aaron is. BTC to 1 million confirmed. There you go, Eric. Eric's on the right path. Keep building your account from the outside, or just put a set amount and build it up from trades. I would just build it from trades. Just a coincidence, I'm sure. It's in butterfly effect at Deji. Harmony is at key levels. That's Harmony 1, right? 1? Wait. This is what you're talking about? Harmony? Harmony 1? See, I know my cryptos. You guys try to fool me. That's pushing up with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin all-time high. That's at all-time high. No matter which altcoin I look at, it's just going to be like the same chart. Can you please share what levels you will short Bitcoin? No, Eric, I will not. Harmony 1. Where did you mark the levels from? Candy being diplomatic, yeah. Short all time high. That's I know, laughable, me being the diplomatic. I have to be diplomatic in like other cotton candy world where I'm dealing with funds and different people on my stream. I'm not being diplomatic on the stream. I am a memer just like you guys. I'm just nothing but a chart memer at this point. Lots of glitches and coincidences happened recently, I think. One of the greatest baseball players of all time. Oh, I don't watch too much baseball. That's why I don't know who Hank Aaron is. Trends won't help you find targets right now. Look at that spike to the moon. ICO is at $2. When they banned BTC, yeah. Oh, I was literally being diplomatic about the vaccine. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know enough to talk about it, right? Super helpful. Spot on. Not many people give this out for free. Right on, Dennis. Yeah, trends definitely won't help you guys find that. So be careful with trends. You definitely don't want to be losing money on that. Just think back to my speeches on comparative analysis if you want to find tops and bottoms. 1000x better than any other crypto channel. Dude, that's a good long. I guess those are good for those who are here now. Why are we still looking at this? Let's go back to BTC. Is the only way to take emotions out of it? Yep, absolutely. Help us out. I've told you guys a million times, it's all about comparative analysis. You just have to listen when I talk. It's all about comparative analysis. Comparative analysis is not a level that's marked on the chart. It's the architecture that's developed in the moment. There's no way you can see the targets up top. $50K and you're already along. Comparative analysis, guys. Wrecking your nerves waiting for it, yeah. I don't trade the news, man. Oh, newly listed coins that go up 100%. I think it's too risky. I think it's way too risky. Nazim, trading newly listed coins. Like newly listed coins are for people who got in like IPO, ICO, CEO shareholders. Those things get pumped and people are making tens of thousands of percents, if not hundreds of thousands of percents on their initial investments. So like, you know, you're talking about company shareholders who are just selling, and then you get massive distribution because it gets sold. Yeah, I mean they dump like crazy, right? There's not really that. It's the risk is too high. That's why. Yep, Eric, I can. It's a ton of it in Butterfly Effect. So you have to go buy Butterfly Effect if you want to see comparative analysis. Butterfly Effect is basically like 80 lessons on comparative analysis, probably twice the length of FOT, and it's on one topic, comparative analysis. I'm starting to record it today, Squeezy. So the new, like the remastered courses, I'm starting to record them today. So maybe next week I'll start releasing them. Maybe I can get one out this week. But I'm starting recording them today. Today's like day one of recording for those. Using fib extensions. Bang on, dude. Eric J knows what's up. We're waiting for Bitcoin to see a higher target. Bitcoin could possibly go to trying to think back to my chart that I did yesterday, how to adjust it for today. Well, initially we could see like 51.7, 51.7. Could also see as high as 67,000 right now, 68. Did just hit a critical level at 48,000, like 48,200, I want to say, 48,200, 48,250. In and around here, we hit a critical level, like, I don't know, something like this. We'll just say like something like this, 48. We hit a critical level, so could be developing a pullback off that. Nobody knows yet. No, it's definitely not something simple that can be explained. It's leading up to Butterfly Effect. You'd need to have Blueprint, Future of Trading, Butterfly Effect. It's stay away from those extreme tops and bottoms unless you want to just kind of try something out. Definitely not something that can be explained simply. I have 80 lessons on Butterfly Effect and plan to release about 70 more, so 150 lessons. So there's a pretty important level up at like 48,000, and it hit it, and it's pulling back slightly off it. So we're going to see how the day develops. We got 5 more minutes, and we're getting off. Been a lot of just chill talk today. A lot of staring at BTC. All eyes on BTC right now. BTC looks like it's still moving up though. It can go for like 67K. It could come all. There's targets up there. There's a way to know it be hit ahead of time, Mike, right? I don't have one ideal time frame, dude. They're all relevant for different reasons. That's one of those things that people think there's like specific time frames that it's like, oh, so that's where like a lot of people don't understand how to trade properly, or anyways don't understand it at the higher level. They think there's like a set of like important time frames, like, oh, you need to look at the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 minute, the 5 minute, the 1 minute, blah blah blah. They have like a specific criteria set, The real value is in understanding what those timeframes mean, because if you can understand what the timeframes mean, it will show you the dictation of the next move, and not so much like, oh, there's ideal timeframes. There are no ideal timeframes. Sometimes the 1 minute is the most important. Sometimes the 2 hour is the most important. Sometimes the 15-minute is the most important. This changes all the time as to which the most important is. So you have to understand how to see like when the most important time frame is in that moment. So it's something that's not exactly easy to understand. How do I know 48K is a level? I'm really good at what I do, man. Because it's an all-time high doesn't mean there's not levels. I only see where there are strategies for long-term plays. Where can I see scalping and day trading? You have to go into the deeper courses. Beginner's course just kind of starts to lay a foundation. I told you guys it's not a trend, Justin. It's not a trend. You guys are looking for like the simple, quick, like copy paste answers. It doesn't work like that. If it's 48K, that means there's a target at 65K. You guys are just trying to decipher what I'm saying. You're gonna lose money if you do that. That's like the problem with day traders is they try to find like the quick answers, the quick solutions. Oh no, I'm gonna miss it. Let's find the quick solution. It'll always be here, guys. Educate, educate, educate. There is no like one quick answer. There's no one like line that we draw that gives us the perfect moment. Comparative analysis. I'm staying in USDT until I know more. So I don't think that's a bad play. I would just take safer trades, like maybe don't do margin, just take safer trades on big levels, and you kind of can't go wrong, right? Bib extensions. I know you were, dude, and I was trying to get people to 1.68 is extensions from the past month's base in BTC. That's hilarious, dude. A friend of mine paid $600 for a guy who tells him levels. You will never know how to trade like that. Yeah. Well, people are always looking for shortcuts, right? People are always looking for these kind of like quick answers. Quick shortcuts lead to quick losses. There's a lot of people out there who will try to try to do that, like just try to pay for something, and it's just like, well, like you once said, you could literally scan through 50 coins and just wait for holds. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Just watch the courses and put into day trading. And if you want to know more, if you want to become into that elite level, I have courses for that. I have Butterfly, I have Blueprint. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Good stream. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.